Hey everyone, Pastor Nathan here, and I got a special pastoral care video for you today. As you can see, I got my Tough Mudder headband, got the t-shirt. That means I survived the mud run on Saturday. 10 miles, 20 obstacles. We did it! And I'm at LA Witness on grounds of the church where some of the training to get us ready for that big day took place. So let me show you some videos and of course highlight some spiritual principles that go perfectly with this mud run. So let me tell you, it was amazing. It was hard, but it was great. And the one thing we noticed right off the bat is that it is a team effort, because we know that there's an I in win, but let me tell you, the way the Tough Mudder's designed is that there is no I in team. You can't do it alone, and you'll see some videos that explain that. But let me do a quick introduction of the team so you can see everyone that participated right here. Check it out. Here we go, Tough Mudder 24. Got the team here. Got Oz, Amber. Look at that, that's her exercise routine. Got Matt, Merle, Manny. Here we go, Ajax, Megan, Steven, and Sean.
I'm gonna rob this one.
Look like it. We're ready. That's our team. We were going together, not sure what to expect, but we had one goal in mind, that was to finish the race and to do it together. See, as a church, we are the body of Christ. Jesus Christ is the head. We're all parts of it. And we're not just meant to say that globally as Christians all over the world. Yes, that's true, but rather to participate into the local church, the body of Christ. And so thinking through, how can I participate? Who's on my team? Who am I with here at our church? That's the thinking in mind. And I want to show you through a couple of obstacles what this looked like practically at the race that also has spiritual implications for us today. The first one I want to show you is one called the Block Ness Monster. And you may see that there's a lot of puns along the way here. I didn't help design them. They came up with their own. But the way it is designed emphasizes that team approach, that you have to do it together. Because as you'll see, there's a part where you have to go into the water. And the goal, of course, of mine is to win the race, to get through this obstacle, to finish. But you have to put other people first. You have to have a certain amount of weight on this block to get over, but you need others to help push you to get aside. And this goes perfectly with one of the verses that we went through in our Philippians series, and hopefully you memorized part of it, where it says this: do nothing out of vain conceit or selfish ambition, but rather, in humility, value others above yourself, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of others. Philippians 2:3-4. If I was selfish in my thinking that it was all about me in the midst of this obstacle, I would never get over. But I had to put others first before myself. And so check out this video to see exactly how this applied. Loch Ness Monster, you get it? Haha. Wow. You guys ready for this? So you go as a team, you all roll together. Let's push them. Push them. Yeah! There we go. You just got pushed. Get in, get in. Ready? 2, 3, go, go, go. Go, jump. Something. Hey, you guys push us now. Go, go, go. Push, push, push. Yeah. Push. Yeah. Go over. That was a lot of fun, isn't it? Chaos, yes, trying to figure out what to do, but clear communication saying, hey, now it's your guys to come and push us over was needed. So then the next group can do the same thing, leading by example. And as you can see, I had to help others first before I could get over, and to help others succeed, to push them to their best for them to do that. So I want you to think of that for yourselves every single time I mention this, of spiritual implications. While we have our own needs, yes, are we looking to help others? And I'm talking about more than just putting chairs together outside of church, but thinking relationally. That there's so many people in the church. Is there a few that I can get to know, that I can lend a helping hand, that I can sign up for a meal train? Maybe I can join their small group. I can come alongside them one-on-one. The possibilities are endless. But what I know is there are people in the church that need you. And yes, you may need them, but they need you. And we may have to put aside some time. We may have to put aside some energy. Maybe it's 1 hour every other week to say I'm going to mentor someone. But isn't that worth it? Isn't that part of the goal of loving God, loving others, and making disciples? It is. And yes, we see that, but we need to understand, how can I help others relationally get over the hurdles, the obstacles, the problems that they have? Because I know when I trust God and I help others, people will come alongside me to help me overcome mine. We see this emphasized again in this next video that will play right now as I'm speaking. But it's called a pyramid scheme. So look at these names. The scheme really, though, is thinking that you can get through this incline that's slippery all by yourself. No, that's not possible. It's too long of a distance to try, and there's no way to reach the other side. What has to be done is coming up with a strategy to literally step on top of each other, to make a pyramid on one side, to push others on the top, and then there's an inverse pyramid, or at least some people hanging over on the others, to help reach out their hand, ankles, even shoes, to grab over. You can see I'm right here in the middle, where I have my hands extended up, and others can grab onto my legs. And thankfully, Oz is the one coming up, and he was a base for many people before him, but now it's his turn to come over. And so we rotate, we switch through. And he's able to successfully climb over on the top to now be one who helps extend a helping hand on the other side to let others go. And I want to read you this verse that also focuses along that, which is Ephesians 4:16. Because we're all called to be a mature body, but we can't do that alone. Paul says this, it says, "From Christ, the whole body, joined and held together by every supporting ligament, grows and builds itself up in love, as each part does its work." Each person in this obstacle had to do their part for Oz and others to get over. There's no way. If one person missed it, if one person didn't show up, if one person wasn't focused, it wouldn't work out. And let me tell you, that happened. As you can see in this part of the video, there was a breakdown in communication. Some of the guys that were on top helping probably got tired, and they left without letting others know to fill in the gap. So it was left to Amber and another woman who was helping to try to do it on their own. But myself and Ajax and others, we eventually fell. And so while we were sacrificing ourselves, there wasn't that clear communication. Now we got to start over again. Breakdown can happen, even in church. We're not perfect, because we are people trying to follow God. And you may have been hurt in the process by church. Maybe you did open yourselves up to vulnerability and someone shared something that you didn't want shared. Maybe you were hurt by past leadership at another church, or whatever it may be. I want to tell you that you can start again. That maybe the reason why the church isn't in the place of maturity that it should be is because you haven't been able to participate yet, that you're still hanging out on the sidelines. But just like this pyramid scheme, you can start again. We had to start over, try again, and we all could successfully come over when we had the proper communication and willing to lend a hand again. And that can be you. Are you willing to lend your hand again, your heart again, your time again, your talents again, your treasure again? Whatever that is. The church needs you because Jesus is coming back for a pure and spotless bride, and that is the church. So don't alienate yourself from the church. No matter how hard it was, you can start fresh again because you are important. Paul emphasizes this again and again, that you are part of the body of Christ. And as we see this last picture I want to show you, I know for myself, and maybe you're in this place too, it's easy to lend a hand when someone says, hey, can you help me? It's a lot harder to admit that you need help. Yeah, and maybe there's a lot of factors there. We don't want to burden somebody. We don't want to go out of our way, or maybe we just don't want to admit that we need help. But if we are part of the body, we are interdependent upon one another, and of course upon Christ, because he's the head. And as you see in this picture, one of the last obstacles is running up a half pipe. And it is high. You may not be able to see the distance here, but you have to run enough and jump and trust by faith that someone there who got there before you is extending a hand to help you. What a beautiful metaphor for when we need help. You see, in that moment, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. It's over 10 miles. It's one of the last obstacles. When I'm running, I have to admit that I need help. Here's my hand. And thankfully, that hand was there by faith to grab me, 2 of them, and they picked me up. And now I can do the same for someone else. You can see where I'm going with this. Are you willing to lend a hand, especially right now if you need help? Because that also shows and gives a chance for someone else who has a gift in an area to allow their talents and gifts to shine, to help you. That's another part. But it shows that we can't do this alone, even if we have to swallow our pride and admit it, because we are all important, and we can't neglect one body part for another and isolate one for another. It wouldn't make sense. Paul says this, that the eye cannot say to the hand, I don't need you, and the head cannot say to the feet, I don't need you. On the contrary, these parts of the body that seem to be weaker are indispensable, and the parts that we think are less honorable, we treat with special honor. 1 Corinthians 12:21-23, and verse 27 says, now you are the body of Christ, and each of you is a part of it. Remember that. See how you can participate. See what there is in the church to talk to leadership or someone else to say, I want to be invested, but also I'm willing to say, I need some help in my family. I need some help personally. I need some help in my life. Will you be there for me to extend a hand? And I want to say yes, because we are the body of Christ. So trust God, and let's trust each other. Just as I learned so much from that Tough Mudder, so we can learn a lot through living life together as a church, because Jesus would want that for us. So may God bless you as you seek him and figure out what that's exactly like for you in this season. And also got a bonus feature for you, as I'll be going through the electric eel. You can see how I survived that. God bless. Take care. Look what we have here. Oh, it's the electric eel. Hazard. Risk of electric shock. Don't stop, it'll only get worse. Okay.
All right, you're gonna crawl head first underneath and go under the pipe in the middle.
Ready to roll?
Okay.
Ready?
Let's do this, man. Oh gosh.
You guys go ahead.
Lord help me.
Adam, we'll go together.
Yeah, they make it green. Oh. I made it. I didn't get shocked. Woo! I didn't get shocked. Watch out for that one, Ajax.
You didn't get shocked at all?
No, I didn't get shocked. That is freezing.
I think I blacked out for a second. Oh!
Really? Oh crap. You're right. Dang. I didn't get shocked.
Or I suddenly opened my eyes and I was like, whoa.
Really?
Like, out of my body.
It does happen.
I think for a second. Like, it must have been instant.
That is insane.
Good job, Megan.
Let's go. Wow.
Way to go.
Yeah. Wow. Did you get shocked? I didn't either.
You didn't get
No?
shocked? No.